Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IYT, the USO, the UUP, and the GLD. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. Go to our website, StockBookie.com, sign up for a free membership for more videos like this, live streaming action, email alerts, education, and some market trades and stuff like that. All right, let's get right back into the SPY on the daily chart, and pretty good red day today. Came into some support down in this area, have a little pivot, but we do have a gap fill coming up at around 232.19, and we also have the 50 MA coming up as well at 232.45. So if this does come straight down into this area around a 231.50, I would like a real good, if it's really coming in tomorrow, if it does, I have no idea. I'd like to step up, around the 231.75, but we'll have to see what happens because, great support down here, guys. Will it hold? I don't know. But right there, too, we have a gap fill around 231.48. So at this point, you get a big red bar like this, you could possibly see some follow through. Let's see what tomorrow brings. We do have support coming up on the charts. So that's something to look for. IWM. IWM was the weak horse on the day, almost down down 2.74%. Again, they brought this thing up, got everybody on the, sucked them all in again, the retail traders. Everyone on CNBC said, hey, look, oh my gosh, we're back above the 20 MA. This is going to be great. And then boom, right back down in your face. We're up 13 cents after hours, 15 cents, but we are into this pivot. We are into the 134 even number, so that could be a possible area for this thing to bounce. I think we go a little bit lower. Can't make it that easy. Just buy the dip. Gotta maybe flush them out a little bit more. But 133, that's a good area. But right now, holding support. But what a red bar day on the IWM. I want to go to the weekly really quick. I want to see if there's anything over here. Yeah, so you have the 20, so it's going through there. So yeah, same thing. You have these pivots, you have the red bar, but you do have a gap fill possibly in the 131 area as well. So be careful with these markets. Volume did pick up. That's right. We talked on the SPY. Closing right now, 13 minutes after, we're at 125 million on the day. Watch volume. See the spike here too? All right, Qs. Qs came in today, 1.49%. What a sell-off. We said as long as it stays above here, it's not doing bad. This little click down sideways action, gapped it up, crapped it out, came right back. We filled the gap finally. This was the one that pretty much didn't fill the gap, came in today, could possibly bounce. Good area. You're going to get a lot of bulls thinking, hey, gap fill, got to take it, got to do it, buy the dip. But on a sell bar like this, there could be possible lower prices. So for me, if you want to go long, this is still a crapshoot. I got to get more data on the charts. I'm looking down in this area. Sometimes they'll flush it lower and go to the next area around 127.71 or so. But there's a couple gap fills down in here. If it gets down there, we'll take a look at it from there. But again, nothing wrong. Just one sell day here. But volume picked up. Be aware of that. DIA, same thing. This one closed right on top of the 20. Nothing really wrong. We talked about this slightly bearish pattern here. Still bullish above all the MAs, but the slight bearish pattern possibly starting to play out. We did come down to the 382 retrace. We also have a gap fill a little bit lower, but again, we have the 50 MA on the daily as well. If the markets do sell, I think that's the part, that's the place where we're probably going to go again. Does it go right back up, or does it start to chop around and take, everybody bought puts right here, and you know what they've been doing to the puts. If you didn't sell and get out, man, maybe one more day, but then they sit this thing for 5 months sideways, kill everybody, and then, take them out, and then it goes down. So again, nice sell day. That's all we got. Let's see some more follow through, more volume, and, just slow down. And for all the longs, tighten the stops. Don't get crazy. You don't want to wake up to another, 200, 300 day down, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then they, because it's just like boom, and then they have to blame it on something. Excuse me. I haven't watched news or anything, but it's got to be something. My guess would be healthcare, the healthcare deal. But that's my guess because that's the one big thing that's on the table right now, and that's what they're all kind of fighting about. They need a reason to sell these markets, and might as well come up with that one. But that or maybe what else would be there? Well, anyways, we'll talk about that another time. Oh, again, StockBookie.com, guys. Come to the website. Join up. You'll get the videos like this. We've been doing live streams. We're going to do more. Come on. Let's make it happen. The IYT, check this out. So we had the big trend line we've been talking about for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 days. We say, hey, there's a big trend line down here. This thing's got to hold. If not, we're probably going to go to double bottom. Then we had the line right here, which it almost got to today. You'd have to think after this down, I mean, I've seen it before. It goes straight back up. Even I'm conditioned it to a certain way, but you get a big bar like this, usually you'll get some lower prices. You might get one stop, maybe a little bit of a pause day, and then the next day down, maybe the Friday sell-off, guys. But beware, this is where this thing's going if these markets are starting to slip. And it's only $9 down or so. And if it passes that, you got a gap filled down here at 145, and then you have the 618. A couple other things, but again, we need the pieces of the puzzle to see what happens. If we sell again tomorrow, it's going to get interesting. If we reverse right back up and recapture and everything's great, we're up 300, then we're back to business and everything's, great. Everything's good, just buy at the highs. Kind of like this one. When we had the big red bar, I was telling everybody you're going to get some lower prices to come. I don't care. You get a big sell bar like this, that's what it usually leads to. This was a slight bottoming tail. I debate with a couple of guys saying, well, you know what, it has to still be at the bottom. Here's lower tails here. It's not really a true bottoming tail. But it tells you some people did step up at gap fill at the 382, or no, that's the 618 retrace. So people step up at those levels. And for me, the next level would be the 750 gap fill down here, which would have been that for a long. It would have been a 2-day hold and get the heck out. For this is still a bearish pattern sideways, starting to break down possibly. Let's see if double bottom gap fill holds up, or the old gap fill, it's already been filled. Let's see if that holds up, chops around, and sets up for the next wave down. If this starts to break, you're going right here at 955. So be very, very careful with these markets right now. Again, 127 million after hours on the SPY. But this is setting up for possible lower prices. Needs to crack some areas first, and we'll take it each and every day. And whatever the markets give us, that's what we're going to take. UUP. UUP came down again, 16 cents. That's their plan. Just send the dollar down, Janet Yellen, and the markets automatically go up. It's the way it is until there's heavier volume. Then old grandma's like, whoa, what's going on here? I'm not used to this volume. You mean there's more sellers and I could push it up? Wow. Okay, what do we do? How do we stop this? So anyways, still early, but it's funny how the dollar's magically going down and the market should be going up. Oil's tanking. Dollar down, oil up. Dollar down, oil's tanking. The only thing that was in sync was the gold, up 98 cents today. So nothing wrong with the dollar. Maybe we come down to double bottom. Like I said, we have a double bottom, we have a gap fill, and then the 200. If it comes down here to 200 or around the 25, 13, $25, I might actually pick up the dollar and buy it. We'll have to see. Well, I'll have to do a little bit of work on this one, but we'll see if that happens. And then the GLD. GLD is making another run, guys. I thought for sure we're getting this bearish pattern. I told you another week or so, we'll really know what's going on here. And boom, pop goes the weasel and right back up. So right back up into this big area here. We have the 200 MA on the daily. On the weekly as well, we have the 200 and the 50 coming up. So we're kissing that. I'm thinking a gap up, guys, and they're going to keep this thing going. They're going to gap this up over support. Mark my words. They're going to gap it up over the resistance because these guys don't want to deal with resistance sometimes. So you know what? Instead of going through it, they just gap it up and keep it going. It's called a gap and go. Don't even want to waste time. So you watch for that. Not that it's going to happen, but if you get a little turmoil in these markets in the next couple of days, there's a great possibility of that happening. And then Jnug, I've been doing this one. I've been getting a ton of emails with this. Nothing wrong. Up almost 4.1% today. Go to the daily. Daily, again, we closed right above the 20 MA, which is okay. I'd still like to see, again, We hit the gap fill. A lot of technicians bought and they're getting out. They took their money and ran. The people who want to hold a little bit longer, as long as you're making higher lows here, it doesn't come back down. If it comes back down and cracks this area, you got to get out. But if it stays above the 20 and goes for this high right here around 807, then this high pivot here around 835 gets through there, you're most likely going to 882 or the 50 MA. Okay. Once it gets there, we'll see how it goes. You might get that gap up and go, but you know what? We'll take it again. Each day we get a piece of the puzzle. We got to figure out where these things can go, and then we take it from there. So that's it for today. Again, go to my StockBookie.com site, sign up. All my stuff's going to be on there, all the videos, emails from my live streams, email alerts for our trades, some educational stuff. We're going to do some webinars. It's going to be a lot of good stuff coming up, guys. Just trying to wrap my head around it and see exactly what I want to do. If you have any questions or comments, send it to me at stockbookie@gmail.com. Again, long or short, I don't really care. Right now, we're mostly short. Hopefully, you get a little more of a pullback. We pulled some good trades off today. Made a couple of other good trades as well, and we'll see where these markets go tomorrow. So far, so good. If you're short with me, thumbs up. But again, buy the dips. Might come out. Have some support coming up on the SPY, and you just got to keep an eye on that. Again, thanks. Thank you so much for coming and watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. I think I'm helping a couple people out there. I know some guys and girls are taking some of my trades. They're making a little bit of money. It's been some good times and a lot of fun doing the live stuff. Again, thanks for watching. God bless. See you on the charts.